So here are my instructions to make a clever carrot. You'll see I have like an orange linen fabric, and what I do is I just fold it and just cut a triangle so I have it on the fold. That way you have at least one edge that isn't sewn. You just only have one sewed edge. If you don't feel comfortable just cutting a triangle, you can always draw a line with a ruler. I just cut it. So you'll see here that I have one cut side and then one folded side. It's totally kind of ski-wampy, but I think that's what makes it great. If you are more comfortable making it exact with a protractor, then you can do that. But I kind of just like to put it on the table and cut it. So then what you do is you just sew up the one side. I put a dotted line with like a permanent marker, which I wouldn't suggest doing because then you can see it on the other side. But I showed you that just so you sew up that one side. I also cut the top, you can see, with the pinking shears, which you're definitely going to want to do because you'll have a raw edge. Then what I do, you can't really see it in this picture, but the key to any good sewing is always the ironing. So then I take it to the ironing table, and what I do is I open the seams, which are on the left side, and I open that up, and then I give it a good iron and kind of flatten it out. So that when you flip it inside out. Then what you want to do is just cut off the edge of the bottom, just so you can get more of a finer point when you flip it inside out. And I don't use a sharp point when I try to make the point when I flip it inside out. I use more of a dull edge because for some reason I always seem to poke my scissors through. So here you go. It's been flipped inside out. I've poked down at the bottom so it looks a little more pointed. Make sure you have your pinking shears, you cut off the raw edge at the top, because that's going to be just left raw, so you don't have to do anything with that or fold it down or trim it down or anything like that. And then what you do is you literally just bunch it up with your hands and just go to the sewing machine and just manipulate your fingers so that you're putting it under the sewing machine, and you just stitch right across. I guess you could probably pin it if it's kind of tricky at first. But because I'm not quite a perfectionist when it comes to sewing, I just like to stick it in there and sew it. So this is kind of a blurry picture, but you get the idea here too, how I just bunched it up. I stuffed it with polyester fiber fill, which I didn't say. Anyway, and then you'll see here in that picture that I just kind of bunched it, stuck it in the sewing machine, and make sure you back stitch. And then here I just took some green ribbon and I just tied it off at the top. And you'll always have some little bit of orange sticking out. But anyway, that's really it. Just tie the bow on the top and there you go. Clever carrot. Easy, fast. Kids can do it. Your husband can do it. Anyone